gbọ́ ẹ máa wò ó ẹ máa gbádùn ẹ̀ ayọ̀ ní tiwa.
Good day everyone, we're live on Orisunayo Radiotv. As you all know, it's your guest Ejiofor, and we're still on this FGM topic because we'll be discussing about FGM for this whole month. But when you get to next month, then we can move to another topic. So now, as you all know, I'm going to be inviting my guest. Then he's going to talk to us about FGM. He's a man today, and he's going to talk to us about FGM and boys generally. So before we invite our guest, let's go on this short musical break. Welcome back, everyone. In case you're just joining us, like I said, we're on Orisunayo Radiotv, and this is my friend and I'm your host, and my name is Ejiofor. So we were just about to bring in our guest. So please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justus Osevo here.
Okay, thank you very much. So I want you to tell us like your designation, what you do now.
Well, I'm a social worker. I work with NGOs and majorly on female gender mutilations and single cells and every other health related subjects in regards to the well-being of the people.
Okay, thank you very much. So like we're going to talk about female genital mutilation today. So what do you understand as female genital mutilation? What do you think female genital mutilation is?
Female gender mutilation is cutting the gender parts of the females of the girls majorly and removing it, some taking the total part of it away and some taking the half part of it away, and this has caused a lot of problem for our girls today. So it's a diseases we need to address in our society. So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. So why do you think people engage in female genital mutilation?
What do you say?
Why do you think people engage in female genital mutilation?
They engage in it not because it is medical, but because of their tribal beliefs and what they know it is good and favorable to them. Some engage in it because of religious belief. Some just because they want to keep the lineage of their family,
their
traditions, keeping the high rate of virginity and the rest of them. So these are people engage in female gender mutilation.
Okay. So, what do you think is the dangers of female genital mutilation?
Female gender mutilation has a lot of genders. One, he exposed the females to diseases mostly. You see the cases of easy infection towards the ladies, toilet infections, and the rest of them. These are caused because of the gender mutilation they undergoes. And during birth, it also gave them some stress while giving birth to their babies too. And also, one of the problem they face is it causes menstrual disorder also. So these are most of the causes that most of the problem that female gender mutilation really caused in to the life of our girls.
Okay, thank you very much. So, when let's go on the short music break. When we're back, we continue to sing. Okay, welcome back everyone. And once again, this is my friends and I, and we're on Orisunayo Radiotv. So, what I really want us to talk about is how female genital mutilation regarding guys, like how the boys in the society, how they help in like curbing the effects of female genital mutilation in the society. So I want you to analyze that. I want you to explain that.
Wow. Concerning this question, I will use myself as an example.
Okay, thank you.
I am a guy and I've come to discover that female gender mutilation is a problem to our society. So, one thing I do to put an end to female gender mutilation is to stand up, encourage people to stay away from it, go on advocacies, and the rest of them. Few weeks ago, I wrote a blog on concerning female gender mutilation, the problem it causes, and the rest of them. And
Okay.
the blog reached up to about 200. I had a 200 plus viewers. So, one thing guys needs to do concerning female gender mutilation is to stand up and speak speak against it, because if we the guys do not speak against it, the responsibility will still fall on our shoulder as the man of the house. So this is why is really we are really the one in charge of it. Women alone cannot put an end to it, though they feel they go through the pain, but we the men we go through the mental stress and the rest of them. So every man out there is his or is it is his responsibility to ensure that the female ones around him are not being are not being hurt or undergo such mutilations. So that's all I have to say concerning that.
Okay, thank you very much. And when you were talking about the reasons why people participate in female genital mutilation, you said that some are for traditional beliefs. Does that mean that it's only those in the rural areas, those traditional people that engage in female genital mutilation?
Those doing it for the reason of tradition, for traditional reasons, you don't have to be in rural area before you do it. There are some people that live in urban area that still believe
also educated
in that
believe in that tradition.
yeah, they believe in the tradition. So it's all fall back to our belief system. Urban area, most people are still doing it because they believe that's the best thing for them to do to keep their guests safe. So the traditional area is everywhere. And one thing we need to be doing is to keep talking about it. Let them know the causes of it and the danger ahead of it. So that
Of the state that female genital mutilation is being practiced
yeah,
in such a high
I
rate.
know.
So I want to ask that why are most of these people that even in Osho State we have several cases of educated people, medical personnel doing this. Do you think that they are doing it because of income, or you are still going to go with the traditional belief?
They are not doing it because of the income. I still go with traditional belief and the knowledge they have about it. Many people go into they practice female gender mutilation because they believe is a way to keep their family lineage, their what's it called, to keep the virginity. It will help the girl to stay out of being sexually to be sexually hungry for sex and the rest of them. So they have this belief that doing that, it will help the girl to keep her virginity for a long time till the time she gets married and so on. So most of the people, they don't just do it because of traditions and the rest of them. They also do it to keep with that reason, because if she's not hungry for sex, she can't go for sex. So
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So let's go on the short musical break. When we're back, we'll talk. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, we're live on Orisunayo Radiotv, and this is my friends and I. So thank you for being here. So I want to ask you that, being a social worker and being an FGM champion, what are your experience on the field, and what are your challenges?
My experience
In regards to FGM.
in regards to FGM, being an FGM champion has helped me to understand why most girls face the challenges of menstrual pains, high rates of female infections.
Okay.
So it's brought them understanding. Oh, this is not caused because of who they are or because they have their body system and the rest of them. So most of the causes is because of the gender mutilation they undergoes. So that has given me that understanding. And also I know it was through being a champion I came to discover that the difficulty most women face during childbearing is as a result of FGM. So that has helped me too. And most of the challenges is convincing fellow guys like me to stop it. Some guys like, if that thing didn't happen, they didn't do it. As a guy, you go and dress and the rest of that. Like, no. So even we the guys, we encourage it, but convincing others is another one. Talking to our elderly ones, some elderly ones still believe on it. Like last 2 weeks, I went for an FGM campaign with Valley Female Network. A young parent who were preparing to take 2 of their daughters for FGM. So most of them are not aware, and reaching them is still a challenge. To know those who are aware and those who are not yet aware. Some take it to be to be a joke, and some take it to be serious. So it's still really a challenge.
Okay. So thank you very much. So how do you think the government can also help in putting an end to FGM?
The way the government can help is to put a ban on it. Government have to put a ban on it.
No, there's a ban on it actually, that anyone that participates in FGM, there's a particular jail term and a amount of fine. I want to say that, apart from that, what do you think the government can do again?
If you say there is a ban on it, how many people know about the ban? And how many people have been punished when they are caught in it? So that is that. So another thing the government can do is to encourage the voices out there that is campaign the FGM champions, is to encourage them and support them whenever they need support. So that's just it. Okay. There's nothing the government can do. The government cannot leave their offices and come and be doing it. It's just for them to encourage those who are already in the field by supporting them financially and every other material they need for it.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's go on the short musical break. When we go back, then we'll talk more about FGM. Okay, welcome back everyone, and this is my friend and I. So thank you very much for coming once again. And what are your own challenges? You just said your experiences what usually happen on free will when you go. So what are the challenges you face with all the FGM you work with? Not in regard of FGM, just health-wise, and gender-based violence.
My challenges so far is language barrier has been one of my challenges because I started this course here in Osun State because I'm not from Osun. It's difficult to communicate to them, and most of the Osun people, they understand Yoruba more, and I'm not that fluently in Yoruba. In fact, I'm still learning Yoruba. So communicating to them is really a challenge. It's really a challenge to me on this course, on this field. So that's one of my major challenges.
That's what is that the only challenge you really?
Any other challenges would be finance and the rest of them. But talking about the major challenges is that language, the communication.
So how do you think the government can help you?
That's a personal challenge though. It's not a work for the government to do. The only way for the government to help me in this particular course is to give me mobilization. Because majorly, because of the language barrier, I work majorly online. I send posts, I write blogs on FGM. So every other one, whenever I'm going for a field work, I go with people that I know that they can speak the language fluently. So that's just it. It's another challenge is finance. So that's why I say it's a set of major challenges.
Okay, thank you very much.
Nice.
So those that have undergo FGM. So what do you think you can use? So because what I have experienced is that most women that have undergo the female genital mutilation, they are always depressed most times. That's why you see cases of suicide because of the unbearable pain. How do you think we can help them? How do you think the government can help them? And how do you think FGMs, NGOs, and every other people in the society can help them?
Well, my own suggestion, my recommendation towards that is to those victims. They are not. I don't call them victims. I call them warriors. To those people who has fought that battle and come out successfully and still going, they should keep going. Not being depressed is not the answer to the question. Just to bring up that inner strength in them and take the step forward. And the government, one way the government can encourage them is to provide what they need, mentally, financially, and the rest of them. And some of these people, they have issues with relationship, mingling with people. They have some mental stress and the rest of them. So it's just, if you are one, speak out, let know the particular state you are, and we'll know how to relate with you. Being an FGM victim is not a stigmatization, it's not a disease. So it's a general thing. It's just of recent. Everybody have the knowledge of it. So speakers will know how to deal with you, know how to handle it, will know how to talk to you. And if you want to look for an NGO or an organization that is specialized in it, you counsel you or you get a therapist.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's go on this short musical break. When we get back, we'll talk more about this. Welcome back, everyone, and this is my friend Benai. So before we round off the program for today, how do you think that NGOs can make other people outside know the dangers of FGM and everything?
Is to keep on their advocacy process. The advocacy process is this online sensitization is quite good. Then social media. Majorly, if we really want to make impact on the people so we just have to, it's not majorly going to be online. So if NGOs want to make impact in fighting this FGM of a thing, they have to go outside the field, let's go to the field and let them know about it.
Okay, thank you very much, and that is all for today. I appreciate that you came, Just Us. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you to my producer. Thank you very much for all the support and all the care. And if you have any question, you can press the comments button under the video so as to drop your question, and at the next program, because this will be our last edition of female genital mutilation, so the questions will be treated next week and answered to. And thank you everyone for your rapt attention and everything, and that will be all for today.
Five, 5, 2, 1.
Orisunayo event hall. Hello, corporate people. Are you looking for a standard and corporate event hall located in a conducive environment for your different occasions? If Orisunayo event hall is the best event hall with a standby generator
lórí àwọn nǹkan ní yín lákàtà wa. Maximum security. Àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò dúró déédéé lẹ́nu lóró. Tẹ́lẹ̀ ń ṣe patrol káàkiri náà gbà wá. Kò sáàyè fún mo gbọ́ mo yà. Àbáwọn tí ń da patirú. Láwọn event yín tẹ́ bá ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wa. CCTV camera wà ní ṣẹpẹ́. Tó monitor tó dẹ̀ ń record 247. Ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wọlé sínú ọgbà HIF event hall. Ẹ ti ní access sí free internet browsing. À ń ṣe rental and catering services. Video and photography. Event planning and decoration. Generator tún wà ní standby. Odúróore. Ó yá ní HIF Orisunayo event hall. Tó wà lẹ́yìn orí òkè pure water. Ògoolúwa lágbègbè Onward lóṣogbo nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Ẹ connect wọn lórí àtẹ àṣekáyé www.hifevent.com.ng. Fún bookings ẹ pè wọ́n 08132953395 àbí 09055218439.
Orisunayo Radio TV fún ìròyìn, ìpolówó ọjà, orin àsìkò, ìtàn ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ Yorùbá, eré ìdárayá, bó ṣe ń lọ láàrin àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, abala ojú ọjà, àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lórí ìkànnì ojúrójú Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel Radio Garden Orisunayo Radio TV, tàbí kẹ́ ẹ pè wá sórí 0905 521 8439 tàbí 08